Hey, what up guys, Ivan here, welcome to another CLC Trading free watchlist. Even this week we are ready to share with you some tips and some update on the free setups that we share on the free Telegram channel during the last weekend, and today we will talk about Australian dollar, US dollar, Euro Japanese yen and GBP USD, because for me those are the most important setup for this week for our students on CLC Trading Academy. So we are ready to start with an update on Australian dollar, US dollar. We share with you this setup during the last weekend, and we can see here, going backward a little bit, that the price in the last weeks failed to break this key level 0.69, and we can see that the price after this first false break, because we can see that after this 3-4 hour candle above this level, the price didn't find the strength to go higher and break 0.6925. And we can see that from this point, the price start to form a wild lateral phase here without a main direction. And here the price has not give us any useful signal, because in this case we don't have a main direction, and also the price was around a key level. But we can see that the price after this last failed attempt to break this key level start a strong bearish movement that bring it to break here this other key level 0.68, a level that we know very well because it's one of the most important level on Australian dollar, US dollar. And we can see that the price after this break and retest failed to start a new bearish movement, and from this point find the strength to come back above this key level here to reach this area. This is a strong liquidity area just above the key level 0.68, but we can see that after this strong push to the upside, the price here failed to pass this key level that we know really well, 0.6830, and this 50 period MA, this is a moving average that we use on every time frame, the 50 period MA, and we can see that after this clear reaction, the price start here a strong bearish movement that bring it to close the last weekly candle below this key level. And for me personally, this was a massive bearish signal, and for this week I expect a new bearish movement to reach the annual lows around 0.6690. But we can see that the price open this week just below this key level 0.68, fail to go higher and break again this key level, and from this point start this bearish movement that bring the price to touch perfectly 0.6770 here, where we had our take profit one. And we can see that the price after this touch fail to go lower and forms new lows and start a lateral phase without a main direction. During the night, we can see here that the price try again to break this bearish trend line, but fail to go higher and form this big bearish candle. For me, this is a clear signal that the price for the moment has not the strength to go higher and to reach the key level 0.68 again. And now the price is just a few pips below this bearish trend line and the key level 0.68. So on the free Telegram channel, I shared this free setup on Sunday with a possible entry point around 0.6805. On the VIP Telegram channel, we place an order here, but we can see that the price unfortunately didn't touch our entry point for 5 pips, but we don't need to worry about this trade, because now we need to watch carefully the price action around this area, because if the price will find the strength to go higher here, I expect another touch of the key level 0.68 and this 50 period MA before the real bearish movement. So now guys, with our students, we moved this order few pips below this key level, because in this area we had also this moving average. So this could be a good entry point here, with always target around 0.6690. Obviously guys, this is not a suggestion to enter this trade. This is only my analysis on this pair, and we can see that the price with these parameters at the beginning of the week has already activated this setup here, and now I expect a new push to the upside before the next bearish phase. So for now guys, look carefully if you used an order. Look carefully the price action and move the entry point just 2-3 pips below the key level 0.68 because I expect a clear touch of this level before the next bearish phase. So for now guys, really not much to say from the weekly opening, because the price is in a completely lateral phase. But if you want to take this trade, move the entry point just few pips, the key level 0.68, because I expect a touch of this key level and this 50 period moving average before the next bearish phase. So for now, change the entry point and watch carefully the price action, waiting for the right signal. Here we are on Euro Japanese Yen on the 4-hour time frame. We can see that after our entry point here, the price started this strong bearish movement, and after this false break, I share with you a free analysis on our website. We can see here on clctrading.com in the free analysis section that we share with you on November 19 here. This news on Euro Japanese Yen, and we can see that on the 4-hour time frame we share with you this free setup too, that was a gift for you, and we can see that the price after this doji candle here with the perfect touch of 120.50, a key level that we know really well here, especially 120.50 and 120, this is too strong level for this pair. We can see that the price perfectly followed the analysis shared with you on the free analysis section and start a new bearish movement that bring it here to close this 4-hour candle below 120, and after this break and also this break of this 200 period MA, I expect a new bearish movement. But we can see here that just after this break, the price started to form a big series of massive upper shadows, especially this one here that almost touched our stop loss. But after this big upper shadow, the price has formed here, the price has formed this shooting star candle that for me was a massive bearish signal. And after this another upper shadow, the price start a real bearish movement that bring the price to close the weekly candle here around 119.70. So this for me, this break was a massive bearish signal, especially because we had a daily and weekly closing below 120. So I expect a new collapse this week to reach, first of all, here 119.25, but we can see that this week the price find the strength to come back above this key level and start a new bullish movement that bring it here this morning just below the bearish trend line here. So now we need to watch carefully the price action here, guys, because if the price will start a new bullish phase, I will look carefully at the price action around 120.50 and this slowdown area around 120.35, because we can see here that in the last weeks the price has reacted this area many times. We can see here, and in the last week the price has formed a big series of upper shadows in this to touch this area and this key level. So now guys, we need to watch carefully, really careful, the price action around this area, because if the price will start a new bullish phase, I will look carefully the price action around 120 and 120.50 and 120.35, because if the price will go higher, I expect a new upper shadow similar to these three upper shadows here before the next bearish phase. Because if you follow our weekly PDF on Euro-Japanese Yen of the last week, you can see that on the bigger time frame like daily and weekly, we had a big bearish pressure, and on this time frame we have many bearish signals, so I expect a new bearish movement in the next days. But after this correction, we need to carefully watch the price action, because for now on bigger time frame we had many bearish confirms, and for this reason I expect that the market will try to form a big stop hunt, try to cut out all the retail traders from this short position before the next bearish phase. With our students, guys, I will look carefully at the price action around this area, 120 here, and this 200 period MA, because if the price will form a bearish candle with a 4-hour closing below this key level and this 200 MA, this will be a huge bearish signal after this comeback above this key level, and could be a good confirm for setup 1 and setup 2, and also a clear break and retest following our strategy could be a very good signal for a potential third entry point for another short trade with target around 118.35. So for now, watch carefully the price action here, guys, but for me the main scenario remain bearish. We need to watch if the price will start a new bearish phase after this correction, or will form a stop hunt in this area before the next bearish phase. And if you are brave and if you like the risk, if the price will form a big shadow here, I will look for an entry around 120.50, because for me is the highest point possible to take a possible short trade for the next bearish movement. So for now, watch carefully the price action in this area, guys, but for me this pair remain bearish. We need all the right confirm. And then we have GBP USD. Why I want to talk with you on GBP USD? Because going on the morning update on our website, we can see that every morning we update these three pair: Australian dollar US dollar, Euro US dollar, and GBP USD. Yesterday morning, in this morning update, I explained that after the weekly opening here, I expect a new correction to reach, first of all, this slowdown area around 1.2880, and if the price found the strength to go higher, I expect another touch of the key level 1.29 here, because we can see that in the last weeks the price has reacted this key level many times, clear break, retest, and continuation to the downside here with a big shooting star candle. So I follow this previous analysis, and we can see that in the last weeks the price here failed to go higher and break this slowdown area around 1.30, a key level that we know really well on GBP USD, because it's one of the most strong level on this pair alongside with 1.27. And we can see that after this double top, the price start a massive bearish movement that bring it to close the weekly candle here just 1 pip above 1.2825. Using Fibonacci from the beginning of this last bearish phase, we can see that around this area we had these two Fibonacci retracement, 50 and 61.80, around this key level 1.29. And for this reason, I expect a retest of this area following our main strategy break and retest before the next bearish phase. And we can see that this week the price immediately after the weekly opening find the strength to start a new bullish movement, break this slowdown area around 1.2880, and we can see that the price reach again here this key level 1.29. For me, this first upper shadow was a clear bearish signal because we can see that the price failed to pass this 50 period MA and this key level 1.29, and during the night the price find the strength to break this key level, but immediately after this break the prices form this bearish engulfing candle here, and for me this was a clear false breakout and then bearish confirm with this bearish engulfing candle. From this point we can see that the price start a strong bearish movement that this morning perfectly close the weekly gap here. We can see between the last weekly closing and this week opening we have this bullish gap, and this morning the price has perfectly closed this gap, and on the VIP Telegram channel we close half of our trade around this point where the price closed the bullish gap here, and we can see that just after our closing the price start a new strong bullish movement that almost reach our stop loss at break even, but we can see that the price with this bullish candle fail to close above this 50 period MA. So for me this is another clear signal that the price for the moment has not the strength to go higher and to start a real bullish movement. So for now I will look carefully at the price action here, because if the price will find the strength to go higher, I will look carefully again at the price action around 1.29 for another bearish confirm. But if the price will follow our analysis and will start a new bearish phase, obviously the first thing to watch will be if the price will form new weekly lows, because this will be a huge bearish signal and could bring the price also to reach our final take profit. But if the price will go lower, I will look carefully around this Fibonacci extension 1.2780, because obviously we have this Fibonacci extension here, but we are just above the lower part of this here. We can see here this bearish trend line. So if the price will start a new bearish phase, I will look carefully at the price action here, because as explained in many other analyses, after this correction I expect a possible stop hunt to reach 1.27 before the next bullish phase. But for now I don't want to go forward in time and anticipate some analysis. I prefer to stay with this setup. So for now I will look carefully at the price action here. Obviously a bearish engulfing candle or a clear reaction of this slowdown area will be a strong confirm and a big bearish signal. A clear break to the upside here could bring the price to touch again 129, and as explained before, I will look carefully at the price action around this key level, because for me now the price has not the strength to go higher, and a clear touch and reaction of the key level 1.29 could give us a possible entry point. So for the moment I will look carefully at the price action here. And on this setup, guys, I want to show something with you, because we can see here our analysis that we shared the last weekend with our CLC trading VIP channel here, and we can see here that we share this possible correction and the entry point around 1.29 here for our chart with a possible price action for the next week on the last Sunday, guys. So this could help you understand the big potential inside the CLC trading VIP channel, because we share 10 PDF every weekend, guys, with setup, update, and in every PDF you can find daily, weekly, and a monthly analysis to help you to understand the main direction. And we can see that here you have only to place a little order around 1.29 to catch this big movement on GBP USD. So this could help you understand the big potential inside our CLC trading community. So this is my update, and we hope with this video you can find something really value and to help you in your trading strategy this week. We hope you take good profit on Euro-Japanese yen in the last week, because with the two setup that we shared last week, we have made over 200 pips. So we hope that if you are in the free Telegram channel, you have made some good profit. If you haven't yet in this channel, if you haven't joined yet this channel, I leave you the link below this video. So join now, guys, because we share every weekend analysis, free setup, macroeconomic news, the economic calendar, and 3 free PDF every weekend. So you can find a lot of free stuff for your trading. So thank you for watching this video. I hope this video can help you today. So watch for the right confirm, guys, and wait the right confirm. Don't rush into any trade. Thank you for watching, and here at CLC Trading, we wish you a good day, and thank you for support us.